Doing everything in our power to continue to build capacity and partnerships with cities and counties. But I must confess, it is infuriating beyond words to live in a state as innovative and extraordinarily entrepreneurial and capable as the state of California, to be living in an environment where we are seeing this kind of disruption and these kinds of blackouts. And while I want to chalk it up, as someone who believes deeply in that the hots are getting hotter and the dries are getting drier and the wets are getting wetter, that it's just climate change, it's more than just climate change. And it is climate change. But it's more than that. As it relates to PG&E, it's about dog-eat-dog capitalism meeting climate change. It's about corporate greed meeting climate change. It's about decades of mismanagement. It's about focusing on shareholders and dividends over you and members of the public. It's a story about greed, and they need to be held accountable. I don't think any objective observer can look at Pacific Gas and Electric and suggest that that entity, that corpus that operates in so many counties across the state can possibly survive. They're in bankruptcy already because of their choices. But when they come out of bankruptcy, that has to be a completely reimagined company. And we are doing everything in our power to make sure that that is indeed the case. But as it relates to the other utilities, they also need to be held to account. Edison and SDG, they better get serious about partnerships with the state of California. For months and months, for close to a year now, we've been meeting on a consistent basis every damn week with these guys, laying out protocols, and they're not meeting those protocols. I don't think they get it. But they're about to get it. We have a new director of the Public Utilities Commission. We have different oversight capacity. They will be held to account. They better step things up. This is simply unacceptable. 21st century in a state like ours, an economy as vibrant as ours, with all our capacity and ingenuity, to see this kind of disruption, potentially putting the lives of millions of Californians at risk because they can't access critical care or even water in some cases, is unacceptable. I will forgive them the new realities and the acuity of a climate crisis of which we are feeling its impacts perhaps more than any other state in the nation. But I will not forgive them for not making the kind of investments in their equipment, hardening and undergrounding, and anticipating this new reality of which they have had ample time to anticipate.